What's up, guys? It's your boy, three-time men's physique, Mr. Olympia, Brandon Hendrickson. Welcome to my page. Once again, thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing on the last video, my first video. It went really well. So I'm really excited to film this one. Today, we are continuing working on how to build a Mr. Olympia V-taper training back. So today is a back training video. We're gonna talk about everything that we need to build a V-taper, a strong V-taper, and all the techniques, all my theories, and everything we need to do to build a strong back, strong V-taper. For me, I've been competing for almost 12 years, and literally 80% of my career, I've been known to have a weaker back. So the last like 2 to 3 years, my back density and width and V-taper has increased so much. So I'm gonna give you guys all the secrets that I used to build my back the last 3 years. Let's get it. You already know Celsius heat. I think I drink a little bit too much. This has 300 milligrams of caffeine. I only drink like half a can. I already drink like 3/4. So let's see how the workout goes. But I'm feeling good. I got my nap in today. I'm rested up, so ready to kill it. We're gonna start with some pull-ups. First set of pull-ups. We're gonna superset with pullovers. So I didn't really explain too much with the pull-ups. This is a basic exercise. I like to either warm up or finish with pull-ups just to get a lot of blood flow in the muscle in the back. And then I come straight to the pullover to continue that blood flow in the back. One of the keys for this that I like the most about this exercise is that it works the front of the lats. So if you men's physique guys, you're hitting your front pose, or any wellness bikini athletes, you're hitting your front pose, you can see much more denser, wider V-taper from the lat at the top insertion all the way down to the bottom insertion. You can see that from the front. So this exercise is gonna help the front of the lats. All right, so you wanna make sure the seat is not too high because you're not gonna be able to get a good stretch in. So the key with this exercise is making sure that you're stretching the lats out. So you gotta bring the seat slightly lower, put the seatbelt on for stability so you're not moving too much in the workout. The only thing you wanna push down is your elbows, keeping your chest up. Most back exercises, you want to keep your chest up. That's the key. So I'll try this. Good stretch here. And pull down. I'm actually going to switch my grip underhand so that I can get more blood flow in the lower lats and a much bigger stretch right here. Chest up. We're getting warmed up now. A lot of these movements, like I told you, 80% of my career, I was known for having a weaker back. Like my overall look was good, but it wasn't where it needed to be a consistent champion, to be winning shows over and over. And I think it was because of my back density and my back V-taper. And once I started training in Chicago, at Chicago Barbell Compound with Manish Buckle, my former coach, I was training with Stanimal, I was training with Push Pinder. My back, like, I literally grew another back. Like my back training and intensity and development tripled the last 2 to 3 years. So I've been coming to Miami, I'm still using the same fundamentals, the same type of training that I learned in Chicago, training with those guys, winning the 2020 Olympia, winning the 2021 Olympia, and I'm using the same training to win this year's Olympia. Let's go. This last set I'm gonna focus on really squeezing and making sure I get as much blood flow as I can in my lats. So if you watch, I'm gonna really hold and squeeze at the bottom and let that thing stretch at the top. We wanna keep getting that blood flow. We're already moving, so let's keep working. Chest up. Three sets. 3 pull-ups, 3 pullovers. So we did 6 total. So I'm warmed up now, for sure. We're gonna go over here now to the lat pull down. This is one of my key, like, essential workouts for back for the lower lats. If you guys see my Instagram stories on my page, I post this workout all the time. So this is a underhand front lat pull down. And I'm gonna show this exercise now and try to explain to you while I show you. So you wanna make sure this pad is low enough where you can lock your knees in and you won't move, because you don't want to be moving. The only thing you wanna focus on in the movement is your lats, not the whole body. So you wanna make sure you have all the control. The more control you have, the more blood flow you can get to the lat, the more you target the lats. So we're gonna start with 85 here. Got the seat locked in. You want to hand the hand position within shoulder width, right here. So not on the angle, right where it's straight, in the straight bar. Gonna sit in forward. Get inside the machine, inside. Remember, keep that chest up, just like every back workout. Keep that chest up and pull down with the elbows. Stretch, squeeze. Doing in this exercise is I'm not just pulling down. Traditionally, a lot of people pull down and back. What that's doing is targeting the traps. We don't want to hit the traps. We want to focus on the lats, the lower lats. So what she's going to do, sit inside, and she's going to pull forward and down, keeping her chest up. It's probably too heavy. Yeah, you don't have to go heavy on this exercise. You want to make sure the form is right first. Sit inside. Make sure this is low enough so you can control everything. Only the lats are working. Perfect. Chest up, chin up, elbows forward and straight. You don't want your elbows out here. You want them in front. So that way I'm pulling the lat forward in the movement and squeezing down. So that's hitting all this meat down here, all this down here. This is great for a men's physique, any bodybuilder, but this is also great for a wellness athlete, because in her front pose, hit your front pose. If you see in the front pose, she pulls her elbow out also, which pulls his lat out and creates that V-taper, which also creates a smaller waist. So the goal is to create a smaller waist. Look at my grip, look at my grip. I'm not here. I'm not here. Holding the grip here, you're bringing tension to your forearm, you're taking away the tension from your lats. Keep this grip light and off. So you're only grabbing with your fingers, that way you're pulling only on the lats. Look at her grip. Taking all the tension away from her forearms and her bicep and putting straight to the lat. Drop it. Yeah, we about to grow some wings today. Better stop playing with us. Playing. About to be flying away today. You want thick, dense lats and traps? Come train with us. We different over here. Watch that grip. Sit inside, chest up, pull forward, stretch, stretch. Chest up, elbows forward, pull forward, there you go. You notice nothing else of her body's moving. Everything is still and in control. So all the tension is going straight to her lats. There you go. All right, we're still warming up. We'll do one more exercise. It's a seated row, but we're gonna isolate it. The seated row for lower lats. You're getting ready for war. All right, so we're gonna superset this one arm and then pull down. We do gonna isolate the lats now, and then I'm gonna superset with a pull down right here with the cable. So, key with this exercise, you wanna keep the elbows inside, not out. That's gonna start hitting the traps. You wanna keep the elbows inside so it focuses on the lat, if you can see now. Keeping your chest up, pull and squeeze. Keep that chest up. Let's just focus on getting blood flow. We're not into our compound sets yet, not yet. We still gotta warm up and pre-exhaust the back. It's such a big muscle group that you gotta do. I do like 3-4 exercises just to warm up my back. If you notice my grip, I start overhand, but I finish underhand and elbows inside. So overhand for the stretch, look how it's stretching. And then underhand to finish. We got 10 weeks, we both got 10 weeks out, man. This is her second Olympia, Miss Olympia. This is my first Olympia was 2015, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. This is my 8th Olympia. 8th Olympia, I won 3 and I'm going for 4. Crazy, bro. Honestly, I think the difference with my back training from when I didn't have a back was because I didn't have the mind-muscle connection. Like now, I'm noticing like I could really feel the mind-muscle connection, and I think that's coming from the consistency with my back training, just improvement in my back training. I'm able to feel my back a lot more. And if you have that mind-muscle connection, you can there's no limit. You can grow how much you want to grow, how fast you want to grow, as long as you have that mind-muscle connection. That doesn't mean throwing on a bunch of weight. You're not gonna ever see me throwing on a bunch of weight trying to impress nobody. I don't lift, I don't ego lift. I train smart. There's a reason I haven't been injured my entire bodybuilding career. There's no wood around here, but there's a reason I haven't been injured, because I don't ego lift. I don't lift for light. I don't do heavy shit just for ego, you know? I train smart, intense, and I attack the objective. I attack the task, and that's it. So now we're gonna move on to a row, some heavy compound movements. We all warmed up? You warmed up? Yeah, feel good. Let's go. All right, guys, we are here about to start some heavy compound movements with the isolateral front lat pull down. It's one of my favorite exercises for back because it allows you to stretch the lats out and even squeeze at the bottom. And this machine doesn't allow you to move at all. So once you're locked in, you can really focus on the lats. So I'm starting light right now. I'm gonna show the exercise, the correct form, and then I'm gonna start packing on weight. It's an underhand grip. Remember, like we always said, for back training, keep that chest up. All right, so you want to make sure, go ahead.
You hold it here?
Yeah, underhand.
Like one more out, not showing.
I'll hold right in the corner, right there. Right there. You want to make sure the seat is not too high so that you're able to stretch. Get that pad in, lock that shit in. Good? Keep the chest up.
I think for me, it have to be closer because my legs is small.
Okay, right. Keep the chest up and pull down with the elbows. Only the elbows down in this movement. It's the only thing we're gonna be moving. Keep the body as still and controlled as possible. It's perfect. She's executing this movement perfectly. The key is trying to execute the movement perfectly while you're adding on weight. So yeah, you're gonna execute the first set easily because it's the lightest weight. But you wanna do that because you wanna make sure the form is perfect. Once the form is perfect, then you start adding weight. You don't focus on the weight first, you focus on the form first. So I'm gonna start adding weight now. Let's do 2 plates. I like using these grips. These are snake bite. You can get them from Chic. These grips with the straps on here, so you can have a much better grip when doing these type of movements. Because my hand tends to slip, especially when it gets sweaty. My hand kind of slips off. So it's good to have this leather here. Keep that bar stable. You want to try one? One? You want these? You see, we just increased the weight. We kept the form on point. So I'm gonna increase slowly while trying to keep the form on point. If the form starts to change, then we gotta keep the weight low and go back down. There we go. We put some weight on, making sure her body stays still. She's only pulling with her elbow, keeping her chest up. This is working on density, back thickness, lat thickness. The reason that's important for men's physique guys is because you want that 3D look on stage. So in the front, you want it to make it seem as if the chest is coming forward and the waist is going back. That's how you get, why you want to build density in your chest, density in your delts. So you have that 3D look of the chest and shoulders coming forward and the waist going back into the stage, making the waist appear small. So the same thing in the back pose. You want to make sure that you have density in the middle of the back and the lats, so that when you hit your back pose, the lats and the upper back is coming forward towards you and the waist is going back. in the back pose. So that's what the training for back density is for. It's so quiet in here.
Yeah. It's like movie music today.
But I like, you want to hear like sound. There's no sound because I'm about to turn up, man. This is the first exercise. I'm about to be the only one turning up in here. Is there a radio? You gonna help me? It's okay. I got Chief Keef right here. Because my form is starting to be compromised, I'm not gonna go any heavier. If I go more, I'm gonna stay here or I'll go down. So always form first, man. No ego lifting.
I'm gonna keep like that because it's good.
Yeah, her form was perfect, so she don't need to change.
The last ones I was suffering, so it's still.
That's where I come in.
Can you lock this here for me?
You got it? Let's work. We both going to Olympia, bro. She made top 10 last year. She about to make top 5 this year. The only thing we need to make is this waist a little bit smaller and everything else a little bit bigger. So these exercises are gonna help make that waist a little bit smaller. Let's fucking work, come on. Big back. Yeah. Good. Two more. 2. One more. There you go. Squeeze. Good job. All right, we're gonna go another one of my essential, one of my favorite back workouts. It's an isolateral, it's a standing isolateral row. Most people sit, but I'm gonna show you a different variation of the row. We can start with this weight, it's good. You don't have to go here. The weight, we wanna keep it right inside here because we wanna keep the elbow inside, which is gonna target the lat. If I go out here, that's gonna start hitting outside, it's gonna start hitting the traps and the upper lat. So we wanna hit lower lats by grabbing this middle right at the bottom. And I'm gonna make sure my feet are in good position. Keep the chest up right here. Make sure you have a good stable hand position here and pull with the elbow. Stretch, squeeze, keep that chest up. Keep the elbows inside. So this is kind of a variation of the warm-up we did with the cable seated. We're just doing standing but compound. So now we're able to add more weight and feel it a lot better. Let's go do 3 sets here. Grabbing the middle bar, elbows inside. You see it's focusing on the lower lat here. Keeping her chest up and the shoulders down. A lot of times, actually, Bobby likes to put a lot of the tension into her traps. So she'll raise her shoulder and do the movement. But if you raise your shoulder and do the movement, it's going straight to the traps. So we gotta constantly remind her, keep her traps and her shoulders down while pulling the elbow. There we go. Look at the bodies, it's still, nothing's moving, just the elbow. Another thing I wanted to mention is breathing technique. So the more muscle you have, the more oxygen you need. If you're not controlling your breathing and you don't have a proper breathing technique, you're gonna short yourself of 4 to 5 reps. Once you have your breathing technique on point and you're controlling your breathing, I promise you, you'll be able to get 3 to 4 more reps in that set. So you wanna make sure you're breathing properly. If you notice me, I'm very, I exaggerate my breathing because I really want to inhale, get as much oxygen as I can in the muscle and blow that shit out, then inhale again and blow it out. So you want to, the more muscle you have, the more oxygen you need. Next exercise, another compound movement. It's a standing row. plate load is. This is a really good exercise. It's gonna hit lower lats, just depending on like where you target. So today I'm gonna target here, right on the corner, keeping my chest right over the machine and pulling my elbow, essentially pulling the machine into my belly button, which is hitting the lower lats. Like every other back exercise, making sure you keep your chest up. So you wanna keep your back stable, leg stable, chest up, pull the elbows inside the lats, inside. Just finished the back workout of the week. This is a how to build an Olympian V-taper Volume 2 back workout. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment anything that you wanted to see for the next one. You guys stay tuned. The page is still growing. Tell your friends, tell your family, like and subscribe, do whatever you gotta do. Let's get this thing moving. Let's get this traffic moving. We got 10 weeks to the Mr. Olympia. I'm going for my 4th title. Thank you, Bobby. Wifey, for training with me. We killed it today, and make sure you guys stay tuned because we got a lot more videos coming up soon. So you guys, if you guys are looking forward to anything you want to see, make sure you comment, let me know what you guys want to see in the future. But I got something big coming for you next time. Let's go. Big waves. Who ain't working?